Please take a roll call.
Clark. Here. Hendrickson.
Here.
Millar.
Here.
Reed.
Here.
Tyland.
Here.
Tome.
Here.
Traxler.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. If able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting has been noticed in accordance with state statutes and all local ordinances. Next item is to approve the agenda. We have a very short agenda tonight, so unless there's any alterations or deletions, I'll take a motion to approve it as submitted.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Agenda is approved. On to correspondence and communications. I saw one person signed up back there. Al, if you'd like to come forward to the podium, state your name and address.
My name is Alan Stroshine. I live at 620 Park Avenue in Columbus. Just want to address the council. We had an annual meeting of the Columbus 4th of July committee last night at the country club, and we are interested in working with the city and possibly some service groups on improvements to the concession stand out in the park. The bathrooms have not been functional on that stand for well over a year, and we want to make an improvement with the bandstand. We want to work with DPW and the council on that, so if you'd put that on your radar for 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. All right, on to the consent agenda then. This evening we have one item in the consent agenda, and that is a street closing request for the Columbus Downtown Development Corporation for the holiday parade, November 23rd, 2018, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. There's information in the packet. Looks like staff has approved the application. There is some information in the packet showing a new route this year for the holiday parade. Instead of on South Ludington Street, it would be on Dickinson Boulevard from the school to the library. Any questions on that? All right, if there are no questions, I will take a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Consent agenda is approved. On to new business number 1. Take action to amend Section 2-585 of Ordinance 743-18 concerning the municipal court, specifically to change the reference of Section 2-587 to Section 2-586. I'll let Attorney Johnson make a comment.
Thank you, Mayor. At your last meeting, you approved the what I thought was the final version of the municipal court ordinance. After that was approved, there was a citizen comment that there was a typographical error excuse me, in Section 2-585, and it's the second line on the top of page 2 of the ordinance. That used to say 2-587, which was the reference to the bond for the municipal clerk, when it should be the bond for the judge. So that one reference to now change it to 2-586 would be correct. Because the ordinance has already been approved, you've waived reading, you've suspended the rules, and you've went through all of that process already, but the ordinance hasn't been published yet. I think you can just do a motion to make that one typographical change, and then we'll move on. You don't have to go through the whole process again.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on that? All right. If there's no questions, then we would, I believe, need a motion to amend Section 2-585 of Ordinance 743-18. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to amend Section 2-585 of Ordinance 743-18. Any discussion on that motion? If none, could we please take a roll call, Pat?
Clark.
Aye.
Hendrickson.
Aye.
Millar.
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
Tylen.
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Item number 2 is consider recommendation from the Plan Commission and approve the zoning map amendment for parcel number 11211.1111.002 from B2 to Industrial 1 zoning. This did go through the Plan Commission with little comment. Matt, did you want to say anything? Basic housekeeping, but very straightforward. Are there any questions from the council on this? If there are no questions, I'll take a motion to approve the recommendation from the Plan Commission.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the recommendation from the Plan Commission to approve the new zoning map, or to approve the zoning map amendment for the parcels as read from B2 to Industrial 1. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 3, consider recommendation from the Plan Commission and approve the CSM to combine the parcels 11211.1111.002 and 11211.1111.012. Again, this was at the same Plan Commission meeting. The recommendation was to approve the new CSM to combine those parcels that are now zoned the same. Matt, did you have anything you wanted to add? No? Unless there's any questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve that recommendation from the Plan Commission.
I'll make a motion to approve that recommendation.
Second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the recommendation of the Plan Commission and approve the CSM to combine the parcels as read. Any discussion on that motion? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. On to number 4. Consider and take action on applicants for operators licenses for the term of July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2020. I believe there were some updated names at our desks. I've got it right here. We've got Michael Wilson, Ann Langsford, Nicole Braun Butler, Russell Rupp, Frank Pabon, Aaron D'Amico, Sean Rogie, and Teresa Sharrow. These 3 were added after the packet was completed. The last 3 read. Any discussion on that or any questions? If there are no questions, I'll take a motion to approve the applications for the operators' licenses.
Motion to approve the operator licenses for 7/1/18 to June 30th of 20.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the operators' licenses as read for the term of July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2020. Any discussion on that? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Licenses have been approved. Next item is to take action on the claims, city claims in the amount of $218,975.59. Unless there's any questions on any claims, I'll take a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the claims in the amount of $218,975.59.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims in the amount read. Any discussion on that? If none, could we please take a roll call, Pat?
Hendrickson. Aye. Millar.
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
Tylen.
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Clark.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. On to report of city officers. I'll turn it over to Administrator Vandersanden.
Thank you, Mayor. A few things to update you all on and to the community. Last weekend, we got our first sort of dose of winter weather, so want to just remind everyone to be mindful of the winter parking regulations. The city will follow what we've done in the past with the 2-inch rule and provide the e-alerts and website updates and those kind of notifications, but just want everyone to be mindful of that. The regulations are on our website, and feel free to call if you have questions. I went out this morning just to double check what was happening out at Hall Road. The final work being done was painting of pavement markings, the lines and the arrows and such. Looked like they were wrapping things up, so with that should be about the last hurdles to clear for the Hall Road expansion. Last week, I participated with Chief Kane on a training provided by Wisconsin Emergency Management on PIO, which is Public Information Officer. A community PIO is someone who provides information during a time of an emergency that affects a community. During such an emergency, I'll have different roles, but I felt like that could be something that it could be very useful in those situations. We've got a lot of emergency responders that will be busy, and to disseminate and put communication out to the public, I think, is important. So I found a lot of value in that training. And last week I participated along with the mayor with the citizen engagement team on Roadmap 2050. I think the mayor might have some more to say, but we are reviewing proposals on that plan from 5 firms. We've talked to 2 of them so far, and another 3 are coming forward. So we got some good response, and the engagement team has some work to do to pick the right consultants to help us with that project. So with that, I turn it back over to you, Mayor.
Thanks, Patrick. Yes, I did have a few notes in here about the citizen engagement team we've been hearing about. City staff, including myself, Patrick, Matt Schreiber, the Planning and Economic Development Director, and the Library Director, Cindy Fessmeyer, have been meeting since July to help identify a community engagement team to assist us with selecting a consultant to help us guide us into the future planning efforts. It's currently coined Roadmap 2050. Staff and the community engagement team had met first in early August to help refine language for the RFP for a consultant, and we have continued to meet to review those proposals, and I hope to have a recommendation in front of the City Council at our first December meeting. That's what we're shooting for. The citizen engagement team is Liz Davis, Ryan Duffy, John Russell, and Susie Zietlow. I just wanted to recognize their contributions both individually and collectively, not just for their time in attending meetings, but also embracing the importance and need for future planning and citizen engagement. They ask really good questions. I'm really impressed every time we meet and very hopeful for this entire planning process. So I just wanted to thank and recognize them, and also for staff for the time that you're putting into this. So thank you. Also wanted to mention the Columbus Holiday Parade. We did just approve the street closing permit for that. That will be this Friday, November 23rd. The parade starts at 6:30 in a new location this year. We'll be ending at the library for the tree lighting ceremony that will follow that. I'll be in attendance with my family to help welcome a very special guest from the North Pole who will help assist children in lighting the holiday tree again this year. I wanted to thank Cindy Fessmeyer, the library director, for helping organize the tree lighting event again this year, and also for providing a celebrity MC this year. Familiar voice for those who listen to Wisconsin Public Radio, Mr. Rob Ferret will be emceeing the event this year. So thanks to Cindy for that. Also, the annual Canadian Pacific Holiday Train will be stopping in Columbus again. This year we are lucky enough to be scheduled on a Friday evening. The train is scheduled to arrive at 9:05 p.m. with performances from Canadian artists The Trues and also Wisconsin native Willie Porter. From 9:15 to 9:45 they'll be performing. The event is free and open to the public. We are anticipating a very large crowd this year if we have good weather due to the time and the date. Please remember to help support the mission of the CP Rail Holiday Train by bringing non-perishable food donations to help stock the local food pantries in Columbus. This year's beneficiary will be the Crossroads Food Pantry. Also, in connection to that, I'm very happy to report something new and exciting this year to help promote the CP Holiday Train. The City of Columbus Tourism Commission and the Columbus Public Library are partnering for an opportunity for 2 winners to receive tickets to ride the holiday train into this year's Columbus event. Families wanting to enjoy the magical experience of riding the holiday train are asked to come to the Columbus Public Library during regular business hours to fill out an entry form. Contestants are asked to submit a short message or drawing of why they feel it is important to give back to their community during this holiday season. The contest is currently open, and the deadline for entries is November 30th. 2 winners will be drawn randomly, and awarded 3 tickets each to ride the CP holiday train into Columbus. And I wanted to again thank staff in helping organize this year's holiday train stop. And lastly, there's a new edition of the Columbus Commotion available. Most of the information I talked about is in here, so pick up a copy either at a city building or one of the many local businesses who also have them available. And of course, whether you're traveling or having family in Columbus, I hope you all have a happy holiday. Thank you. Anyone else have anything to add? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any discussion on that? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned for a few minutes and return with the committee of the whole meeting. Thank you.